Hey guys, it's a North Sleeve coming at you from the land of 10,000 lakes. And speaking of lakes, we got a little fish we're cooking up for tonight. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey guys, here's a North Sleeve back with you. Gonna cook up a little seasoned tilapia tonight. Bought some tilapia fillets from Sam's Club. There's like 16 4-ounce fillets inside this big bag, and this is going to be a low carb, high protein meal, and we're going to add some seasoning to it. Here's the 4 separate fillets I got, and I take a 9x12 or whatever baking dish or baking pan, put some tin foil down on it so it saves you a little bit of mess, and I spray some cooking oil on that, and then I'm going to take some virgin olive oil mixed with about a tablespoon of butter. I'm going to mix that all up in a bowl and heat it up a little bit in the microwave as well, but I'm going to add some seasoning to it to make it really tasty. So here we're adding the olive oil to the butter, and then we're going to add in some seasonings and make it taste real good. So here we're going to start off, we're going to put a little bit of oregano in there. I don't use a lot, probably a teaspoon, half a teaspoon maybe. So I don't measure any of these things, I just put it in there to taste. So you guys can watch, and however you want to do it, you can do it how you like to as well. Next we're going to add a little ground paprika. Same thing, about half a teaspoon or a teaspoon, just enough for taste. I don't overdo it, just put a little bit in there. The next I'm going to throw just a little bit of Cajun seasoning in there, not a lot at all, probably a quarter of a teaspoon, just a little dab of it for a little extra flavor. And then I'm going to add probably 2 tablespoons, or not 2 teaspoons, or tablespoon and a half or so I guess it would be, of parsley flakes. Put a little bit more of that in there I think than anything, but then I'm going to add a little bit of garlic salt, which has some parsley as well inside of it. And then I'm going to add a little bit of granulated garlic in there for a little extra flavor. It always goes good when you're cooking fish, I think. So you can always throw on more garlic too, but I don't like to overdo it. Then we're going to add a little bit of Lorry's seasoned salt. Not a lot, just a little bit again for the taste. And then I'm going to add some onion powder. Normally I'll chop up some onions and throw it on the fish, but tonight I just decided not to do that. So I just put onion powder in there instead of actual onions. And then of course you got to throw some pepper in there to taste. I think I put a little bit more pepper than normal in there too, but I like the taste of pepper, so it tastes pretty good. Then I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese. This is just the grated Parmesan cheese out of the little plastic tub you get. It's not the stuff you grate with your own cheese grater or whatever. This is a store-bought Parmesan cheese, which tastes pretty good as well. And then that's the way that's going to go, and then I'm going to throw that in the microwave and melt it a little bit for about 10 seconds. And then now, once I did that, I'm going to stir it all up so it's mixed up real well. And again, it's not a lot of seasoning, it's just a little bit. And you can use a lot more butter I think too, but I like to put the olive oil in there with the butter, so it's butter is a little bit more fattening. The olive oil is a little bit more healthier, depending on who you talk to. Some people say olive oil is not healthy, so who knows. But anyway, so now I'm going to take the fillets and put them on my baking pan. And there's one, I'll add the other ones. And then I'm going to take out the paprika and throw a little bit more paprika just right on the top of the fish fillets itself. Just adds a little bit more flavor, and I think it looks nice too. And so it's just as much as you feel that you want. And then I'm going to take a little seasoning brush or whatever you call it, and I'm going to put all the mixture and dab it over the fish fillets so they get marinated in that. And it's going to taste really good, I know that. And like I say, you can do whatever you want for your seasonings. This is just what I'm doing. I think the Cajun seasoning adds a little extra flavor in there as well. Then I'm going to add some lemon juice in there. Not real lemon juice, of course, store-bought and lemon juice. Not a lot, just a couple little dabs on there. That's for flavor. I'm not big on lemon on fish, but it just adds a little bit of extra flavor. So I don't put too much on there, and it doesn't, you can taste it, I guess, but you can put more on there if you want to. And then I'm going to top it off with some more Parmesan cheese. And that way when you put it in the oven and you bake it, it's going to get a little bit of a more crusty coating on it with the Parmesan cheese on there than it would if you didn't use it. And it turns out pretty good. And I don't put a whole lot on there. I just, cover a little bit. And I probably could put more on there, but this is all I'm going to do for this time I'm going to make this. And then that's about it. It's pretty much ready. I'm going to preheat my oven to 400 degrees. I got a conventional oven, so cook it probably for about 25 minutes. But for a regular oven at 400 degrees or so, you probably want to go a half hour, 35 minutes. And here we're putting her in the oven, and we're going to let her bake. And here we go, guys. We've got the finished product. It was in the oven for about 25 minutes. It's just perfect. Outside's just coated nice. And that's it. It's going to be really good. Thanks.